First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bears take over. He's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Packers 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Bears, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
2nd and 6.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go in a big game.
Gun now on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, jockeys,
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Take him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
He's brought down
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
3 on the play. And a Packer first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Josh Jacobs.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Play brings up 3rd and 4.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
29-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
the Packers.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Open man is Duvernay. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They run again with Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
39-yard line.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now here is another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Running is Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. run it with Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Jacobs.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Packers 21, Bears 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Powers ahead at the 45. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. they can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
The pass.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run this one in, and he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown, and now a 2-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Packers 21, Bears 14.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
By the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.